My name is Audra Simpson. I'm a wife, a mother, and an active member of both my church and my community. I have a degree in aerospace engineering and a pilot's license, but I've been fortunate enough to spend the last 5 years doing what I'm most passionate about, and that is advocating for children and those in need. I'm a CASA worker. I work with youth who have aged out of the foster care system in the Angel Reach program, and I work with some international ministries as well. Prior to my work as a CASA, I was extremely naive to the issues that children in the custody of the state were facing. What I have experienced is this: caseworkers who couldn't possibly manage the caseloads they have, and therefore tend to focus on putting out fires. Supervisors with the same problems. Attorneys who rarely talk or visit the children they are representing, and children who end up paying the price for these things. I have yet to be on a case in which the caseworker remains the same for the duration of the case. I've been on several cases where the same is true for the case supervisors. I've seen children unnecessarily left in foster care for months because the attorneys could not fit a hearing into their vacation schedules. I've twice seen newborn babies born with drugs in their system being placed in foster homes where both parents were working, sending very small newborns still suffering from withdrawals to a daycare every day. Ironically, both of these newborns had family placement options, but it took months to get them moved. Although I do not consider myself an emotional person, I have walked out of a hearing in tears at the decisions that are made for the so-called best interest of a child. I have been sad, I have been angry, and I have been simply appalled at some of the things that happen at the hands of well-intentioned, well-educated people, while the children seem to get dragged behind in the wake. Despite all the shortcomings for our children currently in the system, by far the biggest heartbreak for me is working with youth who have aged out of the system, some of whom you have just heard from. As a society, our tendency upon seeing the statistics is to judge these youth and criticize them for not making better choices. But as a parent, after investing any amount of time in these youth, that they simply lack direction, and most importantly, someone, anyone, to love them, care about them, and teach them how to make good choices, and to tell them that it isn't okay for the way that they've been treated and the things that they've been through. And it's simply amazing to see the changes that occur once they have a mentor in their lives who provide these things. Not perfect still, but substantially better. While I agree with many of the current recommendations to make CPS more efficient, I think we have to focus more on children who are in care. Every child needs a champion, every child deserves a champion, and I believe the statistics would be far better if every child had a champion. We have seen mentoring programs work wonderfully in Angel Reach as well as the Kairos program, and have had them recommended to our own CPS caseworkers. We have churches and communities full of people willing to mentor kids if they're allowed, and I hope that you guys will consider looking into that. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you for your testimony.